And for Luis, you have 7 goals already in several games. You're doing very well. How was it to adapt to the league, to the team for you? And you look like you feel more comfortable in these last 2 weeks. Can you talk about how you adapted, how you are in here? Well, I'm happy to help the team, which is what you always want to be when you're forward, of course. And the goals are moments. There are circumstances that sometimes the ball will go in or sometimes it won't. But I'm working more in the collective to help Inter Miami, to help to go as high as we can in MLS or in a competition like this one, which generates a lot of hope, and to try to face it the best way possible. I've been adapted with adaptation. I'm going against that you have to adapt to the league or whatever. You have to be the same within the field. If your the rest of the players change, they know you a little bit better and do the best possible in the field, which I've done with all the teams. And Luis, you played against several MLS teams. What do you believe now against a rival, against a Mexican team that is very powerful? Obviously, of course, these are the games that you like to play. The team has to show what we're here for. It's a key game tomorrow. It's not enough to just have the name of the players, but you have to show it in the field. And our attitude is going to be to show in the field and the 180 minutes that we are going to have to be the best within the field. We can't look at anything outside. What we do on the field is what counts. And against a rival like Monterrey, who is very powerful, who has very quality players, is a beautiful thing for us and for the rest of our players, for our co-players, and it's very good for our season. Knowing that whether Lionel Messi is there or not, what do you know about Rayados? What have you seen about Monterrey? Because throughout this Champions League, they haven't lost. They have a lot of people who are in the national team and the whole roster. What do you think of them? They have very good players who are on a very good level or at a very good level. They've been in the national team, team in which has a number 10 that has a very big difference. A lot of people who play in Europe and big teams makes them very intelligent players, very smart players, and they have individualities. They're individuals, and that is very important. We know what their strengths are and also their weaknesses. We're going to play the game with what the coach says and try to be prepared for a very difficult game competition. That at least I have a lot of hope. I have a lot of. I like it very much. And Luis, congratulations for your goals. Let's hope you continue with that. And are you going to play the game as a local or as a visitor? Because this is a game for 180 minutes. Thank you. Well, it's hard, because I've had to play a lot of finals in that way, and I prefer to be local or to be home. But sometimes being local is difficult, but the game will show. And at this point, it's not important as long as we can focus on the 180 minutes and knowing that it's going to be hard, that it's going to be hard for the rival. We're going to suffer. We're going to have difficulty because the rival is strong, but we need to be prepared at that time. And then it will happen. The one who does best in the 180 minutes will win. In this case, I know I have a lot of hope. I'm very happy. We the same nerves as when you play any important game. because that's what the situation is to play against a very difficult rival like Monterrey, even though at home. A tournament, like I said, that gives us a lot of hope, that makes us very enthusiastic. The club has never won, and it's something that the people are waiting, that the fans are waiting for, and we have to demonstrate how far we can go. What is our ambition? What is our desire? And we have to show it in there. And our desire is to get as far as possible because even though of my age, I'm still hopeful and I have the desire to continue to win.
Really good player can replace the player play continue. But I think if the team stay together, keep going forward, this is all as focus for this year.
And Luis, you've had several games in MLS. What have you learned about the league up to now, positive or negative? Thank you. Truth is that I've confirmed, like what many other people have said and the coaches have said, that it wasn't an easy league. It's a very competitive one. Like everybody said, it's not easy. Everybody wants to win. We compete very balanced. Everybody wants to win for an important tournament where there's good players. We're getting young players from different countries with a lot of talent. We're growing. There are players that are established that want to compete, that want to win. So it makes it a very competitive league. And it surprised me. It confirmed what they were telling me about how competitive the league is. And Luis, so many people have played in Monterrey in the last ones in the 2018. Pato Sanchez, Iscaya. Do you have any knowledge uh, because of them? Rita Mota. There are lots of players that played there, and I haven't spoken to them, but I knew that they were there and they had spoken very well about a very powerful team at the level of football, and Mexican players like to go play there too. So it's going to be a great challenge for us, and it's going to generate a lot of enthusiasm for this competition. Try to win and make it difficult for the rival. As a strong rival like Monterrey, it's going to be very nice for us. And Luis, I want to ask the question obvious. How does it change that number 10 is present or not? Obviously, there are players that make a difference, and we know them, but that's fine. But tomorrow we'll see if he's there or not. If not, we will do it like we did it the other day and try to win the game and without him. And if he's there, of course, take advantage of it and enjoy it. I want to ask you a bit. How much have you transmitted from the experience to the younger players, especially in this game, because it's a different experience? You've seen it at a different level, and how receptive have the other players been, the younger players been, from your point of view? Thank you. They received me very well with the respect that they look at you, that they try to learn, and that is something that I'm grateful for. And it showed that day after day, you're just one of the players. You get mad, you have fun. That's normal. And of course, transmitting the ambition of wanting to win, no matter your age or what team, it has to be based on you. What do you want in the field? How far do you want to get? For example, the other day we had a 1-1 tie, and the forward is happy because they made a goal. But in 48 hours, and nobody is, I'm like this. I have that DNA that when I don't do things well, I get mad and I want to play immediately again. I'm very self critical. In 24 hours, I will overcome the game from the last time and within show, even though we've won a lot, that the youth, that the young players today They have to know that the past is nothing. There's only the present that counts. What did you think about MLS? Because you were being sought by Liga MX. What is it that you liked about MLS? You've had a couple of times in this Champions League. In this Champions League a couple of times this year. The Mexican teams didn't want me last year, maybe, but the idea, the enthusiasm of being able to see my other players or come to a club that just year won the first title to help them grow and to get titles, to win titles, is what I got for the desire to be here, to come here, and to be able to enjoy a football that was new. And now I'm enjoying it. And now we just have to finish it with winning things.